for this one will be unable to send and receive. Emails. So for impacted service, ang lalagay natin will be Outlook. And then, and nakita nyo, and ang resolution na binigay nyo kay user is about reprofiling of Outlook as well. So Outlook pa din ang configuration item natin. So, not web app. So pwede na natin to i-copy paste actually. Kasi same lang naman siya. Tapos, ikaw na bahala, we can use the configuration or the functionality as the subcategory for the Outlook. So, bali magiging ganyan yung setup and so on up until na-resolve nyo na yung first issue ni user. So, na-setup nyo na, you're about to set the status of the ticket to FCR permanently kasi within the call, na-resolve mo yung issue. So, before ending the call, he'll ask for, is there anything else that I can assist you with? So, if the user said yes, there is another, kunyari, may FOSI issue naman siya. Sinabi niya, I do have a FOSI issue. I cannot log in or I cannot use properly my FOSI application. So, mangyayari, that's a multiple issue within a call. So, you will resolve your first ticket. But, you'll need to create a new ticket. So, you'll open a new ticket para dun mo ilalagay yung second issue. So, dito mo ilalagay yung second issue, FOSI, and then, so, search mo ulit sa template about sa FOSI, kung ano man yung base dyan, or if you're still not familiar, you can still use the generic English template for now. So, you can use that, and then, on your work log, sa space ni work log, you need to make sure nandun si call interaction ID and then yung first ticket number na related dito kay, not totally related, yung unang issue na binigay or in-assist mo kay user. For your documentation as well. Okay, kasi sometimes, if it is a multiple issue, yung ticket na kinreate mo, na pangalawa, walang nakakabit na interaction kasi multiple issue siya within the call. So, if ever na ma-QA siya, there is a possibility baka hanapin, baka akalain ni QA na ano siya, hindi siya second issue at all. Okay? So, make sure yung documentation is complete every time that you're creating an INC ticket. Okay, that's how we do a multiple ticket for a multiple issue. Okay, if you encountered a multiple issue. Clear naman po tayo for multiple issues in a call, how to create a separate incident tickets.
May tanong lang po ako, miss.
Yes pa.
Kapag po si user di niya nawala yung notes niya sa first ticket, tapos mag-call siya ulit. Tapos tinanong mo siya nga, meron ba yung existing ticket, tapos sabi niya nga nakalimutan niya or nawala niya yung list na ticket, paano po natin ma-search po?
So, bali, for that question, you need to search for the EID of the user. Okay. So, kunyari, yan yung EID ni user. Siyempre, mag-leave tayo kasi we don't need to save it. That is just a little sample. So, search natin EID ni user and then we're going to click the incidents. So, makikita nyo dito lahat ng mga incidents na create under ng name ni user. So, i-verify nyo kung yung first incident ticket na nakikita nyo dito, when it was opened, and kung yun yung issue na nire-report ni user. If they called back and they've mentioned that there's already an existing ticket created dun sa issue na yun. And always naman, even though di nyo pa na-ask kay user, part of your call process, you need to search if there's an existing ticket or not. Regardless if you ask a question or not. Okay? Para hindi tayo magkaroon ng duplicate ticket every time.
Okay po, thank you.
You're welcome po. Any question po about the multiple tickets? None po. Alright. Okay, great. So next, for the normal tickets for multiple devices raised by your user, create a separate incident tickets for each devices. So usually, ang mga multiple devices na yan is for installing FOSI for new top-off computer. So pag nag-install ng FOSI, nag-install ng network printers sa mga bagong computers. So sometimes may mga call na nagpapa-install si user for multiple print device. Okay? So, sa maraming device na kasi pinalitan nila yung old printer nila. So, they would like to have that new printer installed the same dun sa mga device kung saan naka-installed si old printer. Ganun po tayo. Kapag ganun po ang scenario na na-encounter natin every time or na-encounter natin, so still the same naman tayo. Si interaction, create tayo na interaction. So, general inquiry, of course, kasi printer. Yung example natin is printer, installation. So, again, EID, name, and callback number or contact number. Tapos, user would like to install new printer for two computers, let's say. So that means it's a multiple device. So check existing ticket. Then create new ticket. So same scenario tayo kay multiple issue, pero ang mangyayari is you're going to click save and create incident. So every time na iba-iba ang device na ina-assist mo kay user, you need to create a new incident. Okay? So, kunyari, ito yung unang ticket mo for computer name 1211, yung asset tag. So, 6 yun. Yan. So, computer 2 will be asset tag is 6756989. Kunyari, yan yung asset tag. So, ganyan po tayo. You can use the same notes, pero it should be different ticket. Okay? Don't forget to add the call interaction ID for both tickets para alam ni QA, if ever, kung ano yung nakalink dun sa call interaction na yun. If kapag nasabing multiple device, at least alam ni QA yung mga sumunod na ticket na create mo related dun sa call interaction na yun. Alright, same goes kay multiple issue. Okay, question guys for multiple issues and multiple device. Question guys, are we clear about this?
Clear po.
Okay, how about others po?
Yes po, clear.
Yes po,
Okay.
clear po.
Alright, great. Okay, so next, so another normal ticket handling, this is related to our top off. So this is a new computer na pinurchase the property kay purchasing team. So pag we will going to follow our top off handling process. So if it is a new incident, a new device, a new top off, and if it is successful pero may additional request si user, make sure to create a separate new incident. Okay? Pero kapag si user nag-call back and nag-provide ng top-off ticket and sinasabi na unsuccessful, hindi pa rin gumagana after top-off, yung existing ticket na yun, you can reopen the ticket. But make sure you'll follow the 5 business day rule. Kapag within 5 business day, you can reopen the ticket if the status of the ticket is still set to resolve. Pero beyond 5 business days, do not reopen. Consider it as a closed ticket and create a new ticket. Okay?
Okay po.
Alright. So, are we clear po kay tap off?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. So, wait lang. Be-share lang ulit ako. Sorry. Okay. So, another part of our normal ticket handling will be adding a multiple devices sa short description. So, pag tap off siya, kapag tap off ang issue and user is requesting for a multiple device, tap off, you'll add hashtag multiple device kay short description do sa ticket niya. Okay? Kasi it will help us for our report to be sent to our clients. Okay? So, questions for normal tickets.
Ano po?
Alright. How about others? Are we good for normal tickets?
Good po.
All good. Okay naman po.
Alright. So, let's go next with our MTalk engagement. So, si MTalk engagement is our network team, known as our network team actually. So, network team literally manages our network. So, if that is not a network-related issue, you should not contact our MTalk. Okay? So, as you can see the big circle here, the network or internet connectivity hold property. L1 may contact MTalk but should not transfer the call. So, sa mga examples ko sa inyo kahapon, mention ko about the three-way call. But, like what I've mentioned, you will be the bridge if ever that you did perform all the network troubleshooting steps that we do have. And then still nothing happened. So you can coordinate with MTalk to check on the back end what's happening. And then back and forth ka kay MTalk and kay user. So kapag network related issue, for example, si user nag-call in and then nagsasabing we don't have any network issue. So, syempre, i-verify mo, mag-follow mo yung network troubleshooting steps natin na available kay knowledge base. And then, if you determine, if you did follow all those steps and still have it, and still doesn't have a network for that property, you can contact our MTalk team. Okay? But do not transfer the user to MTalk. Alright? So, if you did that, ang mangyayari doon, there is a possibility and escalation coming from MTalk team about what happened. Okay? So, make sure to just talk to MTalk and then get back to the user and vice versa. Alright? Are we clear po kapag network ang issue? Kapag consult niya kay MTalk?
Yes po.
Alright. Great. So, next, sa diagram na to, so let's go first dito kay purple na diagram. Okay, for all other issues related kay application software, you need to reach out to SMEs instead. Okay? Kasi kapag isang user lang naman affected related kay application or kay software, there is a possibility na we can escalate it first kay L2 for further investigation. But if an application and there is a multiple user affected and nagkakaroon na ng maraming report about that application or software issue na yan, si SME will reach out to IC and IC will reach out to MTalk to coordinate to the resolver team for that application or for that software. So there's a further investigation na mangyayari doon na kay resolver team mismo. Okay, pero kapag isa lang naman ang affected is for that specific application and wala naman masyadong impact sa ibang user, you may coordinate to your SME. So there is a possibility na pwede lang i-escalate kay L2 for further investigation. Okay? So ganun po tayo. And for franchise naman, properties or those that have a third-party IRFA calling, we treat them as a normal user. So kapag hindi siya IRFA na under sa mga group, IRFA group, and hindi yung pangalan ni IT na tumatawag is not under any IRFA group, you'll consider them as a normal user. Okay? So, yung normal na, kasi kapag normal user, you are not allowed to provide the number of MTOC regardless if he is an IT of that franchise property or of that property. And you're not allowed to transfer the call kay MTOC regardless kapag hindi siya part ng IRFA group of Marriott. Okay? Basta outside IT or third-party IT, we will treat them as a normal user. Alright, are we clear po tayo sa third-party IT or IRFA who's calling?
Yes po.
Alright. So lastly, if L1 may provide MTOC phone number to system managers or IRFAs or transfer them directly to MTOC if requested. So there are some IRFAs or ITs na under sa IRFA group, under sa IRFA group na yon, and then nag-request to be connected or to have the number of MTOC team. So if you determined or if you confirmed na part siya ng IRFA group na yon, ang mangyayari is you can transfer the call to MTOC. Okay, so for us to identify if that person calling part ni IRFA group, you'll search on your ServiceNow, pinakamadali. So, sorry, reshare ako na reshare. So, pinakamadali, on your ServiceNow, search nyo si Marsha code dito. Nakikita nyo ulit yung screen. Search nyo si Marsha code dito sa search box natin. And then, once you search it, punta ka, look on the right side, yung column na yun, go to groups, select groups, and then makikita nyo yung group name. Alright, so sa group name na to, i-click nyo si group name and then pumunta lang kayo sa group members. So, dito nyo i-verify if the person who's calling is an IRFA member or is part of an IRFA group ni Marriott. Okay? So, you search the Marsha code and then go to groups. Alright? And then, make sure to check if that person is part of that group. Alright? Are we clear po? Before you provide the number of MTOC or connect them to MTOC. Okay? Alright. So next will be, so question for the slide related kay MTOC.
None for me po.
How about others? Are we clear po?
Clear po. Clear po. Clear po.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Okay, so next slide, still related to MTOC engagement. You need to bear in mind, guys, when engaging to MTOC, if an issue is a static IP or ISP change concern, you're not allowed to call MTOC anymore. Kasi kapag kay MTOC, ang mangyayari is, wala naman magagawa si MTOC about sa change concerns the user. Dahil kapag change concerns, ang gagawin dapat ni SDL1 is to assist them on how to create a request form kay service portal. Doon po tayo magsasubmit ng mga change concerns related sa ISP or static IP change ni user. Okay, meron naman tayong knowledge update or knowledge base on how we submit or how to submit static IP change. Okay? All right, and for another issue like guest network issues. So, kapag nag-call si user, for example, nag-call si user mentioning na we don't have internet connection. So, first question that you need to ask, can you connect to your guest Wi-Fi? So, if the user said no, you should be reported or you should refer the user to contact their ISP, service provider, or their local IT to check first their connection or their internal or local internet first. But if the user said that yes, they can connect to their guest Wi-Fi, that's the time that you can proceed and then troubleshoot with using our network troubleshooting guidelines. Okay. So before you contact MTalk, make sure to follow all the troubleshooting guidelines for our network related issues. You can coordinate with SMEs just to make sure if you missed some troubleshooting or coordinate to your team lead who's ever available before coordinating with MTalk. Okay? Never assume that it is a network issue at first glance. So definitely no client and no call transfer the user to MTalk. Okay? Question. Concern about the MTalk engagement?
None po.
None po.
Alright, great. So about sa next slide naman to, it will be related about the master outage tickets that ICs are creating related to the MTalk ticket kapag may mga outages, kapag may reported application na down, kapag may reported na may software na hindi gumagana, na maraming impacted users. So si MTalk will be going to create a ticket engaging with our resolver team. So yung process na to, it will be a good to know for everyone